vicious circle.
Throughout the interwar period, the
Holocaust, the president of the governing board, I would like to welcome you all here today, especially those who came from other countries, other cities.
Research, which I edited with some colleagues here, Kathy Carmichael, Dan Stone, and two others who couldn't make it. Unfortunately, we welcome you to this event.
Genocide and its aftermath, which brings together in Thessaloniki so many prominent researchers and academics.
For inviting me to greet the opening of this international conference. 70 years after the end of World War II, we continue to honor the lives of those who were brutally taken.
The conference, the Holocaust in Greece, genocide and its aftermath in Thessaloniki, a city with great symbolic significance to the Holocaust in Greece.
The term Holocaust is not unknown to the Greeks. It's a Greek word after all. Mostly used as a metaphor.
a social activist and had been very active in the peace movement, and now has turned his interest to
about Israeli identity, reaching out for inclusiveness as it does.
As for the postponement due to the winter, he was dismissed by the German officer. Jaguar provides us with a unique survivor, describes the conversion of the Baron Hill settlement into a transit camp.
Established, if I may say so, view of Greek-Jewish harmony in the early post.
Mainland Greece, but also islands where Holocaust survivors were from.
Of coordinating aid for Jewish survivors and other displaced persons across Europe. But
the university, the Journal of Genocide Research, and everyone who
wants to... days contracted angina, and despite medical efforts died. The shock was immense. A string of dark and sand after
the crimes, but others old enough not to have been just powerless bystanders.
Also, the lawyer, Georgios Vasilidadis, later in the 40s, found...
It's going to be around 10 stops. On each stop...
Into Salonica on his white horse, yes?
Yes, he was assassinated.
Yeah.
1913, exactly. And then the rooms are supposedly full of lavish treasures, diamonds, gold, carpets, furniture, pianos. That's what the narration says. Yeah. From here they would take them to Baron Hughes, which is next to the train station, to be deported. But this is where they live.
Yeah. They lived even before the measures of February. Or it
yes,
was yes. To the measures
this
of
is what,
February.
and even to the fire in 1917. The city expanded eastwards because most of the people who were left homeless after the fire were Jews, and many of them start, even from before, but even many of them start settle in this area. Now, this area, compared to where we were, it's the city hall, it's 10 minutes walk from here, and don't forget that there was the Jewish cemetery in between. So that's why we started living here, because the cemetery, outside of the city walls, and now we're building past the cemetery, which is these residential areas here. About actually it's the Nisim school, not what for, you know.
If I may add something here, that was a law Karamanlis.
There are some narrations of priests of that church that converted Jews to be saved from deportations, but it didn't save them, of course. This is the mosque of the Donme. This is the Jews who converted to Islam. Izmir, he came here. He created this messianic movement. In fact, there were many messianic movements at the time. The Jewish committee complained to the Ottoman authorities, and the Ottomans said, either you convert or we kill you. He converted, and with him around hidden behind all the design, another Star of David. On the top triangle. Not only what happens that matters, but also the history, the memory, and the public history after the event. So this street is named Strategou Athanasiou Chrysopou.
It's a grey zone because he also worked with the resistance, but of course with nationalist resistance, an organization named PAO, Hellenic resistance organization.
All these areas we walk, you see how this is where the Jews lived. You know, I think
but not just the Jews.
Not just the Jews, but I would say mixed, but maybe 70-80%.
Yeah.
And you saw the dolmens, they're also here, there are Christians, but you know, there are the butcher stores here, they have synagogues, they have the schools, everything is here.
Δεν το ξέρω. Εδώ πριν από 2 χρόνια έγινε αυτή η πορεία, δεν ξέρω να
I feel horrible.
It is a horrible place.
I feel horrible. But I mean, Ronnie, if you think about it, these people walked all the way there. All of the urban population had a look at them.
And did nothing.
And did nothing,
Even encouraged
just
them.
watched.
Yeah.
And the first thing they thought is looting their fortune.
Yes. That's your understanding.
But this was also a project which was decided this year.
Yes. I really wonder about the funding though, because this is going to be very expensive, so I don't know if they have the funding yet or not.
A museum, how will it be called?
I have no idea.
We are on the premises of the Aristotle University of Salonica. We're standing in front of the new memorial kind of.
This is meant to be the gravestones that were all supposed to be on it.
I don't want to be rude about it.
No.
Hello again. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm so sorry, Maria. We're just following you around, really. It's weird, though, isn't it? Oh, and it's in lots of languages, so let's see the language I know.
That's bad, that's really not...
But it also shows assertiveness, Mark.
Yes.
It also shows taking things into our own hands and not waiting for favors from anyone.
Yes, okay, yes, that's true.